All right, we are green. Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. We are wrapping up the weekend, and guys, what I'm about to bring you, if it does not make you smile, seriously, you might be clinically dead. Check the pulse, make sure it's good. And for the rest of you who are still with us above 6 feet under, guys, when I told you a week and a half ago Davey Hogg was in deep crap, I didn't expect Shannon Watts to come out and throw him directly under the bus, get in the bus, drive the bus over him, throw it in reverse, back up, hit him some more, and then throw dirt on his dead carcass. I mean, guys, what we're about to walk through, you are going to love every second of it. So please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. Don't let YouTube do that little thing they do where they accidentally unsubscribe you, because every time I tell you guys that, magically it changes radical directions. It's weird. All right, so guys, as you get in here, it looks like audio video is good. That is amazing and excellent. I hope you had, each of you, the best weekend you've had since the last one. And we are well rested to push this freedom every single day forward. Guys, what we're about to go into, oh, this is delicious. All right, make sure you guys follow me at Braden LOA. If you've never used X before, I'm telling you, you will not regret it. It's truly fascinating, fun, and a blast. At Braden LOA is my handle over there. Make sure you follow me, but let's dive in. We have enough of the wait. We have the people assembled, and I will not make the people wait. All right, listen. Prepare yourselves, because here it comes. So, NHER posted this, I think it was yesterday, yeah. Looks like the gun-grabbing girls are fighting with each other. Now, I would have had this to you sooner, but Shannon blocked me for some weird reason. I don't know why she did, but she did. But here's what she said about little Davy. Oh, God, cherish this moment. Quote, "In the last cycle, the Leaders We Deserve PAC raised $11.9 million while spending a mere $266,000 on the leaders we allegedly deserve. That's 2.2%. The other 97.8% went to operational cost, including Davey Hogg's salary." Oh, snap! And that's just the first salvo. Guys, when I've told you for the last 3 months that there is a Democrat civil war going on, the far left progressives and the moderates for the soul of the Democrat Party, are we going to beat Trump by going farther left? Or are we going to beat Trump by returning back to somewhat normalcy in their own minds? That battle is happening. And it is personified right here by these two. For some weird reason, Shannon Watts has taken the position of the moderate middle kind of establishment course. And then you got Davey over here trying to push the progressives, and they're going like this. Guys, Shannon Watts, founder of Moms Demand Action, original gun control grassroots organization, just went after the 2.0 version, March for Our Lives, founder, Leaders We Deserve. Guys, they are pulling the knives out on themselves. I've got more. Let's get it. So again, NAGR, lots of the pot calling the kettle black going on here. Excellent commentary. Shannon Watts, same day. "I support investing in candidates. I don't support primary opponents being picked by a DNC official who pays himself from a PAC he raises money for by criticizing the same organization he was elected to serve. It's unethical." Oh, Davey! Your list of allies grows thin if you're a Lord of the Rings fan. But let's go back to that first one right here. The leaders we allegedly deserve. It's getting spicy. You know what? Let's go out of order real quick. Let me show you what she's referring to. This is from Open Secrets. Now, if you guys are familiar with Davey Hogg and Leaders We Deserve, this is what they spent. See that money right there? $194,000. She's not wrong. Didn't think I was going to say that about Shannon Watts, did you? She's not wrong in that case, because, she did reference back to the $266,000, and sure, they may have spent $194,000. Potato. Guys, they're calling Davey out on his own personal expenditures and own salary from Leaders We Deserve and March for Our Lives. By the way, March for Our Lives got 13 out of 16 positions 2 weeks ago. Do you see the writing on Davey's wall? It's not good. But let's continue, because I am absolutely here for it, and I will monitor the entire thing. All right, let's go over here to now even worse things. The DNC chairman, Ken Martin. This is the guy who runs the DNC. Davey Hogg is underneath him with like 3 other vice chairs. He's on top, Davey's on bottom. I know what I said, and I'm sorry. Let's continue. DNC chairman Ken Martin went on Fox News and He issued a harsh rebuke of David Hogg after it was announced that his political action committee would be participating in the primary challenge of ineffective Democrats. Quote, "If you want to challenge incumbents, you're more than free to do that, but not as an officer of the DNC, which Davey is." Davey's days are numbered. The hog has gotten a little fat on his entitlement, and he's about to go to the slaughterhouse because he went hog wild on his X account. Anyway, because our job is to be neutral arbiters, we can't be both the referee and also the player at the same time. Now, this is interesting because that's actually echoed by James Carville. You know, not when he called him a contemptible little twerp, which was also amazing. But let's hear from this guy. Guys, this is incredible. What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Sunday evening show. Let's dive into Ken Martin, the chairperson for the DNC.
Let me be unequivocal. No DNC officer should ever attempt to influence the outcome of a primary election, whether on behalf of an incumbent or a challenger. If you want to challenge incumbents, you're more than free to do that, but just not as an officer of the DNC, because our job is to be neutral arbiters. We can't be both the referee and also the player at the same time. Let me be unequivocal.
He was unequivocal, all right. This is the guy running the DNC. So Dave, just for keeping the scoreboard at home, Davey lived really nice and comfy as the little wonder boy inside the gun control world, right? March for Our Lives, Leaders We Deserve. He started edging into the main population of the policies on the Democrat side, and he made enemies because he doesn't know how to shut his mouth. So, what you're dealing with here is while he was protected in the gun control auspices and he was just the little golden boy and he has a big X account following and he likes to use F words and curses and all about those gun control proposals. Granted, they don't work and they're unconstitutional, but who cares when you are pursuing safety? It turns out that when you go into the main population of the Democrat Party, an established organization, you can't really tell them you're going to eliminate all of them. You kind of went a little hard, Davey, and now they are literally going to off you. Politically, we do not condone violence on this channel. Let's get over here to the New York Times. Look, even the media is getting involved. Guys, I tell you what, if you done goofed this hard, DNC leader moves to rein in deputy who went rogue on primary challenges. Okay, New York Times, DNC leader, the deputy went rogue. Shannon Watts, gun control extraordinaire, says, yeah, he's a bunch of crap, but he should probably just shut his mouth and get out of the DNC. And then the actual head of the chair says, we can't do this, pick a lane. Guys, you're seeing the final gasps of air from Davey. A brewing week-long fight inside the Democratic National Committee burst into the open on Thursday as the party's chairman, Ken Martin, rebuked one of his vice chairs and moved to stop him from intervening in Democratic primary races while serving as a top party official. The vice chair, David Hogg, 25, had announced last week that he planned to spend money in Democratic primaries through his outside group, Leaders We Deserve, and that he hoped to raise $20 million for that effort. $20 million to a 25-year-old who has the charisma of a Komodo dragon and has lost every single ally inside the Democratic Party and gun control allies. Oh, man. The slaughterhouse is a ringing, and he has lived high on the hog for a while. It was a good run because he's on the way out. All right. Mr. Martin, again the chairperson for the DNC, would introduce a series of previously planned party changes that would include putting neutrality in the bylaws, meaning Mr. Hogg could not serve in his position if he were still pursuing his plan. Do you guys understand what that means? That legitimately means he's pissed them off so hard, and he's annoyed them more than he's annoyed us, and that says something. That they are changing the bylaws so that he can't do what he just went on a media circuit to do. And by the way, his website still says he's going to do it. How do you think this is going to go? Yeah, progressive civil war facing off against the moderates. All right. And again, when I say moderates, they call themselves moderates. I don't think they're moderates, just to clear the air. Mr. Martin, for his part, argued in an opinion essay in Time magazine that neutrality was essential for the party's leadership. Our role is to serve as stewards of a fair, open, and trusted process, not to tilt the scales, he wrote, adding it was a guard against misuse or abuse of power by those in official positions. Weird. A gun control advocate would try to put something in place that would be abused for his own power? That is so weird. Guys, This homeboy is getting out the door. And I got some more stuff I'll show you in a second. I think that's it on this one. Yep. So far, we have a chairperson. We have Time Magazine opinion pieces or op-eds. We have New York Times articles. We have Shannon Watts from the Gun Control Intelligentsia. And we've got the DNC in general pissed off at him. Okie dokie. All right, let's keep on going. Here's a little bit of the let's say, sneak peek at what's going to come later this week. You see this right here? This might have something to do with it. Generation Z swings red. Those aged 18 to 21 are saving this country. Yale poll. Congressional ballot for 18 to 21-year-olds. Women +4 Republican. Men +19. That is insane. It is insane. If that is true, the time for you guys to pour into the next generation is quite literally right the frick now. Because you could bury them forever. I mean, seriously, the gun controllers, the Democrats, the socialists, the communists, the progressives, all of them. You could bury them forever demographically. Because this pendulum is swinging hard real fast. And now, let me jump over here because homeboy, what's this guy's name? Adam Schiff, Pencil Neck. He came up with a very, very amazing observation in San Francisco. Listen to what one of the cashiers told him about the Democrats.
Cashier asked me if I want one of those Target bags with a little bullseye on it. And I said, yes, that Target bag is going to be my luggage for the next 2 days. And she asked me what happened, and I told her. And she basically said, in not so many words, yeah, Democrats are assholes. And I thought, if the cashier in South San Francisco at 10 o'clock at night believes that Democrats are assholes because the shampoo is locked up and my stuff got stolen out of the trunk, we've got a major problem.
Man, you know what I love about Adam Schiff? His powers of observation. God, they are on target. And if you're losing cashiers and saying that Democrats are assholes when you're only talking about the fact that stuff is behind glass, yeah, you got a problem. You think this is fake now? It's a thing. But that's okay. We are going to keep on grinding. And this is another little bonus because you guys are still here and you deserve it. They stole our phrase. This guy, Secular Talk, Kyle Kalinske, he's a big libby. She's a dino. We had rhino, and it was all well and good until they came along and jacked our phrase and made dinos. Democrat in name only, former CIA official and Republican plant. We're talking about Alyssa Slotkin from Michigan. This senator, she's like as far left as you're going to get on everything like abortion, on gun control, on immigration, everything. But don't worry, she's a dino. She's a Republican plant. We actually planted her there. And she worked for the CIA. Okay. Okie dokie. And all of this to say, wrap it up on a delicious note, Shannon Watts just smoked Davey Hogg from orbit. And if that doesn't make you smile, to watch the gun controllers fight amongst themselves in a very public and pretty aggressive way, I don't know what will. And everything is linked in the description box below because I always bring the receipts. I saw a comment right here that says the comments are still off. I will check it. I never turn them off, but you know how YouTube be unsubscribing people, so they might have turned it off too. And I will see you guys on the next one. I hope you have the best Sunday night of your entire lives, and I will see you on the next one.